Just to touch back on what Sheila was talking about around the regional innovation systems pilot project. I've been asked to be the chair on the tourism committee because they're actually breaking it up into tourism and fisheries. And Lynn might know a little bit more as well, just to put her on the spot and see if she knows anything else. But the goal of the steering committees for that pilot is to focus on 3 or 4 initiatives that could really be pushed forward and affect economic development in the region. So it's to find a proponent for each of the projects, find financial resources, human resources, etc., to actually see some action from it on the ground. So it's not just another committee to talk about opportunities, it's about actually some action on the ground for the region. And that includes Southern Labrador, of course, as well.
A good idea, and hopefully we all get a piece of the pie. So I run home to my council meeting last night and I said, we're talking about Grenfell's Gardens. And he said, well, I've only been there for 25 years, so I don't know all the history yet. But he said, Sheila, there's a place here that Grenfell had developed gardens and used to bring the products back to the hospital to feed the people in the hospital. Goodness, I didn't know that. So it was that sense of we can all benefit here. And I think that the shift in thinking has happened both locally and externally. Because we're moving away from the point of I know best. I'm sure there was a time when the university would come back down and say, I can fix your problems. I'm going to tell you what to do and how to do it, and this is what you'll do. And that we would say, well, I guess the experts always know best, the doctors always know best, but that's not what's happening now. So we have these experts in academia saying, we know what the research says, but we want to hear what the people are saying. That the expertise is not just in the written word in a book. That is the fisherman who's out in the boat. Come in and tell us what you think. Tell us what you see. Tell us what you've done. And that's a shift. That's a significant shift. So you're not coming in to fix our problem. You're coming in and say, I'll help you fix your own problem. And that's kind of where we need. We need the empowerment. Nobody's going to come in and fix us. And we're not leaving. So we'll take your words of wisdom to help us continue to stay here. Because when that report came out, while the Harris Center report, and everyone first sunk in their seats and said, oh no, did you just say we're not going to be here in 20 years? Well, then that only lasted for a short time, because one thing about us up here in the Northern Peninsula was that we're not going to have that. And there was a sense of invigoration. And there's definitely been a shift. And I've only been around I've only been on council for 4 years, but I kind of feel that up here in this region, particularly up on the Northern Peninsula, we are so far off the beaten path when you talk about Trans-Canada. We have some real key players. It's almost like putting up a tent in different spots. We've got strong advocates that are pulling on ends of the tent that for the people who don't want to come, either you jump off the tent, fall off the sods, or you're coming up with us. And having these type of sessions helps us also network amongst ourselves, and that we are pulling on the ends of the tent, and we are putting the tent back up because we're still going to be here. And that we've got lots of resources, and that we're really maximizing on them. So I know that was a long way of saying thank you, but thank you for the locals that came and shared their ideas. Thank you for academia for coming and asking us what we think, and thank you for going away and continuing to do the research to help us.